I just broke my third methamphetamine pipe. I want to slaughter, slice, not torture, but I want everyone to be not happy, because I'm not happy right now. As you could tell with this, lots of glass. Just, I was gonna sing a song. I got pretty. I hate most things except for myself, and then when I don't hate myself, or when I do hate myself, it's something goes wrong. But you know what? The lighting looks great, and it was already a bad day, so what the hell, right? What the hell? Let's see. I want the fucking angles to be like up a little bit. Something like that. Not quite. Yeah, I'll just get my fucking angles right, because nothing else matters. Well, that's what I was trying to do all day, so it's elevate. Well, since I don't have any fucking crystal, might as well grab a cigarette. Do not fucking matter. Let's see. Barbie does not have any bruises. Charles Manson never killed anyone. And, yeah. I'm mad. Some piece of shit shot Sundance Hernandez, and Marilyn Monroe killed herself. So I'm going to sing Saturday Night by the Misfits. If I can fucking get my legs right. Whatever. There's 52 ways to murder anyone. 1 and 2 are the same, but they both work as well. I'm coming clean for Amy. Julie doesn't scream, I swear. Fuck me. But the cops won't listen all night. And so maybe, baby, I'll be over. as soon as I build an on. And I can remember when I saw her last. We were running around and having a blast. But the backseat of the driving got so lonely without you. Knowing you're home, I was out thinking without you. There was something I forgot to say. I was crying on Saturday night. I was out cruising without you. They were playing a song, crying on Saturday night. As the moon becomes the nighttime, you go viciously, quietly away. I'll be sitting in the back room where we used to sit and smoke cigarettes. Now I'm watching you die. Oh, I can remember when I saw her last. We were running. My cat died on July 18th. That was the last thing I cared about. He was a year old. Yep. His blood was beautiful. Bitch didn't even stop. As I'm cradling my dead cat covered in blood, she says, "Don't come near me. I'm allergic." You know what? I don't think she's that allergic. I don't think she is. Fuck that lady. However, I have a ghost cat darling. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be great, but it won't pay the rent on your humble flight. I wish I had my fucking meth, goddammit. Or help you at the automat. Time goes on, and youth is gone, and you can't straighten up when you bend. But stiff back or stiff knees, you stand straight at till knees. Diamonds. Nah. Fuck me. Look at your game, girl. Look at your game, girl. I don't need rhinestones, but diamonds are never around to spend. But I love boys, I spoil boys, Wear ribbons on your wrist now, little heaven, no, I don't either. I watch you as your skin overflows, and I love you just the same as when your bones are exposed. And I'm gonna tell ya, baby, your skin deserves to see the sun. Your skin deserves to see the sun. These are my grandmother's gloves. She's dead. All my grandparents are dead. Can't say I feel much of anything or felt much of anything when they died. I told my birth mother when I was a single digit little person on a overcast, calm, cloudy, peaceful day, holding her hand. I hate you. Yeah. I then, at another point, for some reason, without feeling, broke the legs of her beloved clown figurines, porcelain clown figurines, little porcelain clown figurines. I broke their legs. I used to not fantasize, of her death so that I would then have a reason to cry and for people to feel sad, sorry for me. She's still around. I yelled at her the other day. I screamed at her. I take that back. I screamed in the most withheld, held back manner in front of her because I don't feel love towards her. I don't feel love towards anything. The last thing I loved, if you could say that, was my cat, who is no longer with me. His blood was beautiful. That was the first that I had. I get off on my own blood. But the feelings I've been having lately, livid is my word. That is a word that describes severe anger, and also it is a color blue. It also is, so I've been told, decaying body, or at least flesh decomposing, and that was quite applicable yesterday when I was not trying to have my mother be the only eyes and the only being that I could locate to have the recipient be for my livid emotion yesterday and many days. I think of the sky. I've been told that's a reflection. It's not blue, it's a reflection. The sea is not blue, it's a reflection. My eyes, blue, not a reflection. Or a reflection. But though I don't have any amphetamines, I do keep a torch around, and I think it's wonderful. Blue. anger, decomposing, decaying flesh, the reflection in my eyes of the polluted skies, the polluted ocean, and the misplaced birthed mother that left but has been around, and my fourth now shattered oil burner, glass piece, crystal amphetamine, livid. Most days apathetic in a more I like the way this looks. I love staring at myself. I love looking at myself. This is the most expensive dress I've ever purchased. $70. Muted purple velour. Dead grandma's leather black gloves. Cheap shoes from probably H&M, I bet. Goodwill tights and my hair that I've spent all day on, and red lips, smudged red lips. And I want to say more, I want to say nothing else, but have fun with your lives and time. I hope you've spent it wisely. This is this little first chain. It's my cat Darlin's collar. Shout out to the middle-aged woman, this short, whatever face that you'd have for a woman that says, "Don't come near me, I'm allergic," as I'm cradling the last love thing I ever had. But as I tell my ghost cat Darlin, here's her face, here's her car, maybe you should go find out if she's that allergic. I mean, who am I to judge, you know? Benefit of the doubt. I love to be at least proven wrong, or have another set of eyes that I can find and locate aside from my mother, or the fly that was visiting me months ago that I realized you can turn off the annoying noise. Oh my gosh, I have no reason to kill you now. Here's a glass of water out of a stein that I served at a higher shelf that I had, and you were the only eyes I could locate, and I'm so sorry that it is not small enough for your tiny fly hands. Anyway, I don't know who the punk was that shot Mr. Hernandez, or who anyone thinks they are these days, whether that be two-legged, four-legged, winged, or any other to give the oil or the gas or the fossil fuel, that was another word I found out this year. Yeah, petrochemical fossil fuel. I had no idea until this year, 2021. That is what you put in your vehicles. Oh my. Okay, and that's a notion. That is a notion in and of itself. And sorry, I get off on tangents, or less get off, more carry on different avenues. That's a lot of life. That is a lot of life. I'm not necessarily dead to the extent of I'm a human breathing flesh heart of sorts that pumps, and like I bleed red. But two-leggeds these days, yeah, as I've said many times, what I've seen around Missoula, Montana, and every citizen or being anywhere, really. I mean, I'll take the bullshit. You know, you make the the bullshit look. Yeah, let's go with that, because I'm not as livid or dead, or as sympathetic, or have the amount of emotion in my ability to care. I'm more of the personality disorder times all of the above. You know, like I don't feel much remorse ever. However, I do not have a problem. Like, I'll put you out of your misery, darling. My cat, he killed 1, maybe 2 birds. I killed 3 or 4 because they, you know, I mean, he started it. You know, I'm not gonna let you, you know, die. I didn't need to. You know, that many times with the hammer was not. But you know, I mean, like, but if you're here, you know, I take care of you. You know, like the fly. You know, I mean, you're my guest. I can't find anyone else. I'm alone. I spend much of my time alone. Always alone. So alone. And I'm never feeling alone. And I don't know about how anyone else feels about genocide or any sort of, you know, sacred lands or oil or anything. It doesn't quite make sense to me. But that's a lot of life for what you'd be putting into a vehicle that you trust. If you were at all weary, but then again, you know, they change. You can die for your country apparently now, and you can't even buy a pack of cigarettes because they moved that to 21. But I've been doing some talking by myself and some thinking by myself, and well, let's just say Barbie does not have bruises. I, however, do. Sid Vicious is dead. He's the least of the punk variety. If you're gonna talk about morale being that of ethics involving like human life and humanity, and but moral rights being, you know, creative rights, like you know, because recently Morgan Stanley, I believe was his name, you know, charged with fraud for Spotify, and you sign away your moral rights, you know, when you check yes to terms and conditions, check yes. And moral rights being creative rights, you don't have the ownership, you don't have the ability to have your name with or without or do any, you know, you give that up. And that's an interesting concept as well, because I'm not really affiliated with anyone at all, and however, I have always been able to understand the honor code kind of way of abiding oneself and conducting oneself. I had recently a pink floral ribbon as my bicycle lock, along with a Ziploc bag that had a pink letter that said, "Please don't take my bike," with a little first aid kit on the inside. And, well, no one took my bike. Shout out to the asshole that took my bike seat and told me and didn't go back, and then he came back and raped me, and then, you know, wants to talk about anything. He keeps popping up my head. Anyway, yeah. I don't want to claim too much on any 1% that would understand honor code of the it takes, you must really either need the bike to untie that ribbon for the bike lock, or you are a complete sociopathic, psychopathic, conscienceless, guilt-free, and untie the ribbon and take the bike. My bike is still there. I threw away the bike seat that he left me, and well, I've never made more than $11 an hour, being most of my time working 48 hours plus hours a week as a housekeeper. However, 1% being the elite billionaire Bezos kind of like is wealthy enough or are wealthy enough to have vehicles that can be recharged and more efficient, and well, then there goes your fossil fuel. That's the notion to me, because my job currently is being crazy. Schizophrenia check, PTSD check, personality disorder all check, like ADHD check, OCD check, autism check, it's my job, and recently it's more just frustration because of the infiltration and the violations of everything that would have ever been my own brain have been completely infiltrated, and that has caused me to feel much more than I ever want to, which, not that I have any emotion personally towards anyone, but I don't like having my mother being the only eyes I can locate for the fury that exists within me, not because I care about any tan person or otherwise human life, two-legged, whatever, sacred tribal beef. I don't fucking care. But I was not a driver, so to speak, because of how easy it is to just kind of, stir and kill, and, everybody, I don't own a gun. I'm good at putting things out of their misery. I don't like being around things that I have to frame, I don't like having to feel anger or frustration, especially when I'm alone. I'm good at being alone. I love my alone time. I love the times where I can sing and dance and do whatever it is I want and feel the love I have for myself, or the hatred I have, yada, 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 yada. So, don't take it personally when anger is felt or expressed through my... I poked myself. It's probably gonna get bloody under there. A lot of life. Then again, I'm just a girl. This is just Earth. Could have been preparing for Atlantis and, keeping the oceans and the skies clean, and everyone would just be so happy, wouldn't they? But instead I see so many signs: no loitering, no loitering, no loitering. as trash piles up and no trash receptacle. Well, call me the littering police. I know a loitering squad. And Sid Vicious might be dead, and Punk might have never even existed with him, but penny for your thighs, I know what you want. I can read your mind, even from behind. What was in your phone? Let me take you home. Wanna take you home. Is it so rare that I'm here? Don't plan on staying too long. You should come here, sit your ass. Nervous. Well, that's about all I got. Goodbye. Have fun with yourselves, because I'm just talking to whoever wants to listen. Shout out to Missoula PD and St. Patrick's Hospital. If you're talking PTSD, that was a little bit too soon. And when I only destroy my own personal property with a crowbar, that being every single mirror and glass in my studio apartment that I live in by myself, and I get phone calls from mental health, and they just love to show up. And well, I would have taken the drug charge when you took the crystal in the lipstick case that I offered you and told you was there, and instead of being brought back or tased or too soon. But that's all on their cameras. So have fun. And like I said, I've never broken a bone. I've never had a cavity, and well, I'd respectfully have taken a bullet to the head if you're going to talk to me about police brutality. That's one thing I know about leftover crack, is that, well, a bullet puts it out of his misery. It's quick, it's easy, so is heroin. Haldol is a horse tranquilizer, also an atypical antipsychotic. Paralyzes the limbs and the voice, and, well, physical pain and mental pain are much different. But the nose is quite interesting too, if you want to, or are not, or I've been testing the waters, and it's at least the same as what the fly drank, the cat drank, and can't really even tell what's in it. But looks a little sloppy close up. And for the 2 aborted fetuses I've had in my time, and the 1 miscarriage, RIP JD, John Doe, Jane Doe, don't know, don't care. First was flushed down the Oxford Saloon toilet. Thank everything. But I do hope the sores have not been growing anything that would be at all miscarried misfortune, or upset, or want to help. I don't know. You can't prove anything. Gorillaz, the band. No squealing. Remember, that is all in you.